Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil once again. So today we're going to analyze weekly time frame on Alibaba stock. Last week we have done discussed after closing market on here, don't planning to buy in the market because this is not a confirmation, and because after selling continuously from the top side, seller are waiting to short in the market. So whenever price try to go on the higher side, you will first going to face the resistance. Due to facing the resistance, seller will short the market again and he will drop out again. So this is the not this was the not right time, right place to buy in the market. This is what we exactly on the plan. And this week we had also think about that either we are going to see this kind of reversal candle, confusing candle, or this kind of reversal candle in this week. But seems like market are getting huge pressure from the top side. And also there's one point on daily time frame, it was a gap pending. We have done discussed that market can be fill the gap because all of the buyer who sell bought from the nearest bottom zone, they already out of the market. And 3 to 4 days market was continuously trying to go on the higher side, but he didn't able to break the higher side. Definitely he fall down and fill the gap. We will see on daily time frame in few minutes later. So right now market is completely on confusing stage, because if I draw the line here, it was a continuous selling pressure, there's a first pullback, now price is coming down. So either this is not a confirmation for the buying or not even selling. Why is not for selling? You might thinking that after making an inverted hammer candle, this should be a selling side, but you need to consider also one thing. These are the player, these are the buyer are bought from the market, so definitely they will, their stop loss will must be here. And they are going to, if they are going to defend their point, if they are going to defend their position, market need to respect here. So this is until 88, 85. This is going to be definitely 88, 83, 88, 84, 82. This is going to be a buyer demand zones. If you want to sell aggressively in the market, do make sure you introduce your aggressive selling quantity below 80. If anything 80 candle closing, that to be in daily time frame, that is the first confirmation that you can sell aggressively with proper stop loss. Because after seeing this candle, if you focus on here, this candle, definitely it's a big investment. So someone or anyone had introduced his big amount of quantity invested here. So this is definitely going to be a support zone for the market. Just understand the price, don't run for anyone to understand or asking for any person to tell you some, give you some tips. Just understand the price. Look, this is going to be a support for the market. Why? Because this kind of big momentum, this kind of big candle that to be in green, you and me cannot buy. So you and me cannot make this kind of candle. Someone definitely have invest a lot of money. The reason, this is the only reason market has made this kind of big candle. So whenever market try to go on the downside, definitely this price will act as a support. So this is the reason market has been bounced from here. So it is not a selling or buying any confirmation. So if you want to sell in the market, to make sure you have waited till closing this $80. Right now, if you want to plan in the market, how you can plan? Suppose if I draw the line here, suppose there's a first pullback, there's a first pullback on the upside. So definitely due to this resistance, seller will first prefer to sell in the market. Why? Because when the market was sustaining here, when the market was sustaining in this range, they need to respect this range, because $100 will act as a, should be act as a support for the market. But you see, there is no need expectance. That means selling pressure are huge on that range. That range was about to support for the market. The moment it's break, it's become resistance for the market. So due to this resistance, market cannot hold here. Seller are prefer to sell first aggressively on this range. So if you want to sell in the market as we plan it, let the market make this kind of pricing that to be in downtrend, then it's confirmation for the selling. So right now, suppose if I draw the line here properly, this is continuous selling, first pullback. Now market after reaching 80, 83, 84, 85. Remember 85, 84, 83. This 3 point going to be a very important support for the market. Do not aggressively short in this range. If you are even in the short position, any of candle even here or even from the top side, to make sure you're going to book your profit up, because this is range going to be a deciding range. If buyer are interested in the market, definitely after reaching this level, you will see the impulse bounce back and this range that to be in daily time frame. Reason, because if I show you an easy example on the market, you see there's a swing for the buyer who bought the market, the stop loss going to be here. After whole couple of weeks after trading activity, seller try to sell again. There's a second pullback, so that means if it's a green candle, that is a buyer. So buyer are substanding on the here. So if you calculated here, there's a first swing and there's a second swing. So first swing didn't break compared to the second swing, so there's a difference between buyer and seller. So it's easy to understand. Buyer who bought from here, they are going to put that stop loss here. So suppose after reaching 80 to 83 or even 80 84, after reaching the price, if market get the bounce back here, there's a first initial sign that market with the buyer. So the low will going to be safe here. So any generally in selling pressure, you will see this kind of lower low making, and the higher high, generally market will do like this. The high will always be safe. Now the on this market are going to make sure their lowest point are going to be safe. This safe low point are safe, this low point are also unsafe. So suppose that we are planning after reaching 80, 83, 84, if market reverse, then there is a price action that buy the market. So you can buy in the market. But if you introduce your investment, if you want to invest or if you want to buy with big quantity, do make sure you planning above $100. Again, there's important support for the market. So overall picture, if I draw if you draw the line here, is the first selling, first pullback, seller sell again, then market on making a deciding range. There is no any confirmation where market can go, because if market hit any bad news, definitely the price will see the competition on the selling side. If it is market probability are going on the higher side, then you might see there is a pullback on the pullback on here. So for the weekly time frame, it's a little confused, still is confused stage. The market was sustaining, but as I said, that these low are safe, these low are also safe. So by seeing these 2 weeks, the buyer are doing make sure low should not be break. So after seeing this kind of safe zone for the buyer, we can expect that market chances are very high. Even after selling on Monday, it can reverse from here. If anything reverse, there's a first price action and first confirmation. It's not a full confirmation, it's initial sign that market can be going the higher side from this range. This is going to be the bottom zone, but not right now. It's still on confusing stage. Still we need to be seller until the market are going to go break $100 on the higher range. So let's talk about on daily time frame to understand why the market exactly can move and how we can plan. As we have talked about on last week, that after making a red candle on the top, market can fill the gap. So after, as you see, the buyer try to buy 96 from the 96 range, buyer are on the market, they try to break on the higher side, but due to the gap down, it's even sharp fall on this here, so gap has been filled. So what we have saw on the weekly time frame, 88, 84 and 83, this is going to be demand zone. Do not plan aggressive selling when the market is still sustaining on that range, because as soon as cross anything closing that to be on 84, 83 range below on daily time frame, there's a first sign you can sell aggressively on the market. But right now market are going to be on either a sideways or going to be a reversal. Anything market could be happen. It depends on the market. We are not the right person to analyze or predict on that stage, because if I draw the line here and here, even a daily time frame, there's a continuous selling, there's a first pullback and seller try to sell again. So $88, 88, 84, 85, this is the last price where buyer was accumulated in the market and market reversal from here. So for the buyer will try to protect that this level once again. So maybe after Monday or Tuesday, after reaching this level, we might see this kind of reversal candle. If anything reversal candle market is making by that to be in green candle, there's a first price action that what we will see after bounce back from here. This is going to be a W pattern, and I have said many times W pattern is the first price action sign in the market. If you see W pattern are making on daily time frame, weekly time frame, even intraday 5 to 50-minute time frame, there's a first price action for the reversal in the trend. It was completely downtrend, and W pattern, there's a first sign market is reversing. Market is getting reversed from the downtrend to uptrend. So right now what we have done discussed, you need to wait for selling 84 till 80. This is going to be I think a 10 to 8 9 point are confusing going to be for the selling side. If you do want to sell in the market, sell after closing daily time frame, any candle closing below 90 to $80, you can sell aggressively, and anything bounce back, you can buy in the market. So this is our initial analysis for the market. So let's look for 50-minute time frame to take a trade for on Monday. This range, you might see this is a big candle what we have saw on a weekly time frame. If you see anything big candle that to be in green or even red, there is a first sign that market definitely in this candle. If we talk about this candle, definitely someone and short aggressive quantity on here. The reason, the moment whenever market try to go on the higher side, did you see there is no any buyer not able to break these lines? Because big player, when market affected by the big amount of quantity, this kind of big red candle, if you see, this act as a resistance in the market. So each and every swing market will going to face its resistance, so it definitely will make a volatile rather than trending. So buyer try to break this range again and again, and the in end of the day market has been surfed again. So suppose anything gap down, so anything gap up, you can buy in the market, because these are resistance are hit by the multiple time by the price, and buy in this candle, definitely buyer are on the market. If you there you see, after content selling first pullback, buyer are try to break on the higher side, but due to this big short of a candle market, a buyer cannot break these lines. So they already try on this range. So anything gap up, you can after making a 50-minute candle, if you see any green candle, you can put your stop loss below on the first candle and you can buy in the market. And this is going to be the first target. But market need to open in the gap up, market need to open the gap up, then you can buy in the market. And anything gap down, we have saw in daily time frame, even weekly time frame, 88, 87, 86. This is going to be demanding zone for the buyer. Anything gap down, still market can go on the reversal higher side, because the buyer will definitely will buy again in this range. And those are the seller even short from here, they might also going to book their profit. So momentum with matching for which each and everything, market can go on the higher side if they are going to book their profit. And if buyer buy a fresh buyer are entering the market, market can go on the higher side. And anything flat, to be honest, anything flat, then prices will become very confirm, it will first come will for selling side. After reaching 887, then it can be reversal. This kind of plan market could be happen for tomorrow. So I hope you understand all of my point, and do your own research. It is just my own view for this stock on Monday of even for this week. It's not any recommendation to buy or sell in this market. And I hope you like the video. If you learn something, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, friends, because I provide every day daily stock free, and stock movement, price movement, and every day. So I hope you enjoy the video, friends. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video again.